Good afternoon all, and welcome to the new Honda Civic. And watch out, there will be a road trip coming soon. We filmed it last week when we went down to the Suzuki launch. Well, it's changed a fair bit, and I can safely say it's the best Civic yet. Considering this is just a sport, there's far more to it. I mean, for a start, it's 19% more rigid than the previous one. It's got better sense of steering with, I think it's something like 28% improved ball joints and things like that. It's got a redesigned cross frame. It's got a lighter aluminium bonnet. It's got resin parts, laser brazed roof. It also slopes more, but interestingly, that doesn't affect headroom in the back. It's actually being marketed, get this, I mean, you think of a Honda Civic as a family car. But no, Honda have thought, actually, if we design the cabin in the right way, people who are buying SUVs might actually consider this. Keyless entry. And that is one roomy, or as Honda say, airy cabin. See, nice, light and airy has been a staple of Planet Auto reviews for years. And now manufacturers are using it. I knew I was just like one of those leading guys. Joking aside though, an immense car. Its tech is advanced to the level you'd expect to. So the Honda sensing's been improved. They've refreshed the cabin. They've done so much to it. Now, yeah, apologies, no manual. So the only powertrain you can get is this one. So yeah, I mean, the Type R is going to redefine this because as far as we know, that'll be a fully petrol one with no hybrid interaction at all. But as far as this one goes, 2-litre 4-cylinder engine and 2 electric motors and an eCVT. And having driven it likely 500 mile now, wow, it's responsive. It claims 0 to 60 in 7.9. I'd say it's closer to 7, and that was from a tollgate launch. I think we actually kept up with the 330 BMW. And it's not as loud either. CVTs, when you put your foot down, they scream a bit. I mean, if you put it under heavy load, it will make a bit of noise, but not as much as you'd expect. Interior quality, good. I said you don't get a manual, but you get this, and it kind of is a bit like a manual, like a mini manual gearbox on each vent. I like that. This is a sport, so we get a fabric interior. So I think it's elegance, advance. No, elegance, sport, then advance, and then Type R. Apologies, chopper flying over. So this one retails for around 31 grand, but that includes the pearlescent paint. I think the biggest change about this is it's far more understated in its looks. They've actually sharpened up the front, but for some reason it looks softer. But I don't think that's a bad thing. It's a more elegant car. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you know anybody who wants to buy one of these, please give this a share because it's fantastic. It really is. Economy, I was getting around 50, around 70 on the motorway. So on an eco run, 65, something like that. Space in the back, decent. Also, they've really smartened up the rear door cards. A lot more plush and well constructed. The other ones were a bit plain and boring. But this, no, yet again, it's a step up. Boot, decent size. And a pull-out load cover. Apologies for the sun, it's a bit bright today. So Annabelle and myself filmed a road trip last week going down to Mallory Court near Leamington Spa for the Suzuki launch, where we got to drive S-crosses on all manner of terrains. And this was our car down. And it is that good. Honestly, if you like the Civic and you love, say, the FK8, then even the Sport will just leave you mesmerised. The difference is, and this is what I can't get my head around, it handles as well as the Type R, but feels softer with it. So it's not rigid, but it still grips like it's on rails. Honestly, you need to drive one. I mean, we are biased because a little Civic over there, the EJ9. I've always liked the Civic since many years. You'll probably notice that I think it's this year we've just celebrated 50 years of Civic. And there's a good reason for that. They're damn good cars. 18-inch rims and rather subtle styling. I do love the flow of the bonnet here. LED lights on all, they're automatic, and they've all got high beam assist, and even Honda sensing's been improved too. At the front, they've employed some new technologies as well, using sound wave, so more like sonar. So it is an Atkinson cycle engine. Let's have a sit in. Now, depending on which trim you go for, depends on the features you get. It's lovely and refined in here too. So as this is a Sport, we don't get things like a heated steering wheel, but we do get heated seats. Oh, foot on brake. There we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Responsive system. You can see the cluster. So, digital analog. No, I have not checked the oil. How many miles have we done? That's quite high mileage for a press car. So yeah, 49.8 to the gallon. And that's me driving. And we got stuck in, I think it was 40 miles of tailback the other day. That was fun. Thing is, it was a nice car to sit in on the motorway. It's comfortable, you've got supportive seats, and it is airier than the previous one. It's actually longer, the car too, but they've made the overhang less. They've also wide tracked the rear, so it handles better. The press pack for this is, it's like a novel. There's so much that's been changed. So there you go. And look, finally, rotaries. Okay, let's power off. So, if you've got any questions, you'd like to know anything about the vehicle, or you'd like me to include, say, a feature, please comment below. We'll be finishing the final bit of the review today. And then there'll be the road trip to watch. We've also got a rather exciting week next week. Or is it the week after? It's coming soon anyway. And that'll be a mega road trip in an electric vehicle. I'm sure you can guess what that is. We'll also be taking a look at Tech Wizard as well. Now that's a fancy bit of kit that works with Apple CarPlay, gives you Netflix and all types of things. But I'll do a full unbox video, well, in the coming days. But in the meanwhile, I will leave you with our freshly planted Japanese bamboo and the Honda Civic. Thank you for joining me and have a great day.